These records are a time capsule. They're our stories, they are our history, and they're really a portal to be able to open up conversations about the past that can otherwise just be, I think, too difficult, too painful. If it's too painful for my family to talk about, this music is where I find the answers. 50 years since the end of the Vietnam War, this collection of music that I have, the fact that it even physically still exists is a miracle, because so much of this was supposed to be destroyed. This was one of my first records. I'm gonna play a song called Yêu và Sống. It means love and living. It is a little bit of a flirty rock opera between Hùng Cương and Mai Lê Huy, who are my favorite. This music is called Nhạc Vàng, which is golden music. The songs on these records were written, recorded, performed between most of them 1954 and 1975 in South Vietnam during the Vietnam War. When the war ended on April 30th, 1975, the Northern Communist forces came into the South and successfully took over South Vietnam. You also had a cultural cleansing happening. So the music of the old regime was banned. It was considered subversive. A lot of people ended up fleeing Vietnam after 1975. They missed sort of the life that they had, which was just a personal sense of freedom, and this music sort of represented that. My parents fled Vietnam by boat in 1978. They were in a refugee camp for 6 months. Then they resettled here in Washington State, and we've been here ever since. Growing up, music was an essential part of my childhood. Having my feet in two worlds, I didn't appreciate it. I really didn't. I kind of was like, I'm just trying to be an American kid, and my parents have to be so Vietnamese, and they're playing all this music at home. But there was that part of me that loved it. I went back to Vietnam in 2016, and during that trip, I have family. They own an antique shop, and they gave me this box of old music, several vinyl records, and just said, it's for you. That started me on this journey, and now I probably have 200 vinyl records. They are extremely rare. It's like hunting for treasure. I found this on eBay recently and was really lucky to get it. Not gonna say how much I spent. You know, this is Trịnh Công Sơn, who's one of the most famous songwriters of the time. I just have so many questions about why I'm here, how our family has come this far. I'm a journalist and a storyteller, and I've spent years excavating my family's stories, and that's not always easy. It is not easy to get the people closest to you to open up. And in fact, it's been really painful in some ways to confront our own history and our own family narratives. These were just the experiences of what our parents and our aunties and our uncles, who survived this incredible, this crazy time. These are their lives, and they can't always express it to us, but the music can tell us, can fill in those blanks. This came from Vietnam, and I bought it because it has the song Xuân này con không về, which is this Lunar New Year, I'm not coming home, sung by Duy Khánh. My dad's mom loved this song because it reminds her of when he was away at military training and couldn't come home.
Con biết bây giờ mẹ chờ tin con, khi thấy mai đào nở vang bên
I view them as just these really incredible, valuable, historical documents. I may have the only copy in the world, and that is the only evidence that these songs were ever recorded or that these people existed. In the midst of all of this pain and this trauma that Vietnamese people have been through. This music has been the salve. It's been the thing that has brought us even a little bit of joy and a little bit of escapism through time. During the war, after the war, when we were primarily a refugee community trying to rebuild our lives, and even today, for me, as a younger generation, somebody who wasn't even born during the war, but I want to reconnect. I needed decades to build up that appreciation for what that music meant. It brought peace to my family, and it brings peace to me today.